Hey folks, Jim Hardiman from Hardiman Images, and today's quick tip is on sensor dust and how to remove it, specifically in Lightroom 5. If you're using a digital SLR, it's a fact of life. You're going to end up with dust on your sensor. Even if you don't change your lens, dust can find its way down the lens barrel and in onto your sensor. I would say do not panic about sensor dust. Some people become obsessed with it, and it makes photography not fun. Most sensor dust, you'll never even notice it. It's only noticeable in areas of contiguous color, and I'll show you what that means when we get into Lightroom, in areas like the sky, and specifically if you used a small aperture. You should practice good lens changing techniques. That'll reduce the amount of dust that you get. So make sure that you change your lens as often as possible in a nice clean area. Don't drive down a dirt road and while the dust is still in the air, immediately jump out of your vehicle and start changing your lens. I've seen people do that, and you're always going to end up with sensor dust. If you do have a photo where the dust is a problem, you're seeing it in an image, there's a way to get rid of it, and that's using Lightroom, and specifically Lightroom 5. And I'm going to switch over to Lightroom now, and we're going to talk about how to get rid of it. So this is an image that I took down in Florida, and my sensor was dusty, and it does have dust on it. So I'm going to zoom in here, and I'll show you what a piece of sensor dust looks like. This dark area right underneath that hand, that's a piece of sensor dust. And to get rid of it, there's a really easy system in Lightroom to get rid of it. So I'll zoom out. You go into the Develop module, and in the Develop module is a tool called the Spot Removal tool. When you click on that, it's going to drop down, and in this bar, you will find a checkbox that says Visualize Spots. If I click on that, I'm going to end up with a high-resolution black and white image with a bunch of circles like little donuts and spots, and that's indicating where potential sensor dust is. And I say potential because it might be an out-of-focus plane or a bird or something like that. Sometimes that's what it is. But most often it is sensor dust. To get rid of it, it's very, very simple. You resize your brush so that it's roughly the same size as the dust you've got there, and you can use this slider, or you can use the left and right bracket keys on your keyboard to size it. Size it roughly the size of the dust spot, and you simply click over top of these spots just like that, and away goes the dust. It samples from an area similar to where the dust is found and covers it up. The only thing I would say you need to be careful of is to make sure that wherever it does sample, where the sample is being taken, that it's not being taken out of an area of texture. So if the dust is very close to a board like this and it takes it out of here, the sample out of here, you're going to see it. Okay, so if we turn this Visualize Spots off and I zoom back in, you will see that a circle is now covering that piece of dust that I showed you before. So if I move that circle, you can see the dust reappear right there. Simple as that. So I'll turn the Spot Removal tool off, I'll zoom back out, this image is ready to print. It's as simple as that. So to recap, Develop module, Spot Removal tool, Visualize Spots, simply click on those little donuts or spots, make sure that it's not being sampled from the textured area, and you're good to go. Last thing I'd like to talk about is cleaning. Cleaning your sensor is not that difficult to do, but if you do feel uncomfortable doing it, then get it done professionally. So that's sensor dust removal in Lightroom 5. I'm Jim Hardiman from Hardiman Images. I hope you got something out of this. Check out our website, hardimanimages.com, and check out our other quick tips. Bye for now.